NerdySpill.
Hey, what's up, guys? We're here with Royce at Biopunks 2019 LACC. Royce, how you doing today, man?
I'm doing good, man. How you doing?
I'm great, man. I'm great. All right, man. It's been a long weekend. Yesterday was hectic, bro. It was packed, right?
Yesterday was crazy, man. Like, I think they said they had over 20,000 more people than they usually have, which is ridiculous. For LA Comic-Con, I've never seen it this popping before.
Bro, we've been here for the last 3 to 4 years, and it has not been this popping. But that means it's good for you, man. I'm pretty sure you got some good people over here. But, you know, what we want to do in this interview is we want to let the fans know, what is this comic about?
Okay, well, let me break it down. I guess the best way, I don't know, can you see all this right here? All right, let me break it down. So, Biopunks, it's about these 3 characters here. This is Naya, Caden, and Otto. And each one had a physical disability that they had altered by having this thing here called the spinal cord installed on their backs. But an unexpected result from that is they also gained special powers. So for Naya here, she was paralyzed from the neck down before her procedure. Then afterwards, she now has the ability to temporarily paralyze others through her touch. Yeah. For Caden here, he was born with weak muscles. So after his procedure, as you can clearly see, he now has super strength. And then for Otto here, he was paralyzed from the waist down, but during his procedure, there were complications where they had to run this wired link straight from his brain into his core, as you can see right here. And because of that link, he now has the ability to teleport. So, of course, now they all got these crazy powers. You need a bad guy trying to stop them. So that's where we come over to here, to this dude right here. His name's the Advent. So now he's trying to hunt all of them down because he's found a way to actually take and harness their cores to make himself stronger. So now it's pretty much a story about survival. These 3 characters, they start separate and then they end up coming together to fight a common foe.
Wow, that sounds amazing. And how'd you come up with this comic, man? How'd you come up with this idea? Because this idea is the idea I've never heard before, man. I talk to so many creators, and I kind of hear the Superman, Iron Man, kind of watch Marvel. I mean, we all watch that as a kid,
Right.
But they kind of rip off people's stuff, man. How'd you come up with this idea?
Well, first of all, thank you so much. I really appreciate that. For me, it's all rooted in kind of like this feeling that I had when I was younger. My grandma, she had suffered from a severe stroke. It pretty much almost paralyzed her completely, and I had to watch my mom, take care of her, have to take care of her and take care of me when I was younger. So it was really hard to see and hard to watch, and I just remember thinking like, oh, there was only something that could help her, something that could fix her, and all that stuff. And so that kind of like idea, that concept, kind of like stayed with me, and then naturally with my love for science fiction and just like technology in general, it all, as I got older and I started getting more into storytelling, and because I'm a filmmaker first and foremost, so all those ideas started blending to eventually where it started off in different forms, where I just started writing stories about things that were kind of like this but a little different, and then eventually it just like clicked and I got the idea, or like the vision, after doing a lot of research on just like what scientists are actually doing today, to kind of help anybody who's had any type of disability, and started really thinking about, okay, well, if this stuff really existed today, what would that look like? How would it work? And then all that just eventually became what Biopunks is.
That is amazing. It kind of takes me back, man, because this is like based on a true story, guys. And I've never heard anybody come up with something like this kind of based on a true story, man. And that means a lot, because if you're a reader and you're reading this, man, like you can think about that, and it's something like you said, it was a feeling that happened, man, and grandma and mom had to take care of you and grandma, man. And so it's just crazy. But this is based on a true story, guys. So one more question, man. For all the comic creators out there who's trying to create a comic, man, don't know where to start or to even how to do it, what would you tell them?
Don't do it. It's really hard. No. Like, it's honestly though, like seriously, really think about what you're trying to do, and really figure out early on if making a comic's really what you want to do, or if you want to do it just because it sounds cool. And honestly, I did it because it sounded cool. And then as I was doing it, I was like, this is a huge mistake. But in doing so, I found a love for it and a passion for it, because like I love to tell stories, and I saw this as like a challenge of like, okay, this is a new story medium. How can I do this? And just because you read comics doesn't mean it's going to be easy to make comics. And I would say just really do your research. Everything, like if you want to do, like you're going to have to do the convention scene, really research that. Look at what you're going to have to display. There's a lot of investment, a lot of money you're going to have to put into it. So really just look how your bank account's set up, and then really, really see if like this is a passion. And if it is, even despite how hard it is, I know I said I was making jokes, but even though how hard it is, just keep pushing, keep pulling. Like, people will say like, oh, why are you making a comic? Why are you doing this? It's not going to sell. Comics don't sell. Don't just block out all that noise. Just if it's something you love, Just keep pushing, keep pushing. It's going to be hard. Just keep walking over that hill. And if you have something, if you have a great idea, if you have a great product, people will start catching on. People will find out. People will listen. And once people find you, they're going to want to support. They're going to want, like, that's what's been so amazing about this whole process is literally the support of everybody, man. And once you find people who are just like digging your stuff, they will support you in any way, shape, or form. And that's been the greatest thing about this.
Okay. So, where can they pick these comics up, man? I see you got some pins on the table as well. Where can they find you? Instagram, social media, all that, man. Let's plug
absolutely. So, social media at Biopunks Comic on everything: Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. Our website, biopunkscomic.com. We're also on Webtoon, on this app called Graphite, and Comixology. But yeah, if you want to buy the physical copies, though, you have to go to the website, biopunkscomic.com. It's really the only place where we're available physically. Working on getting into some comic book stores.
Nice.
So we'll see what that's like in 2020. But yeah, so what's available now is my Volume 1, which is our first 5 issues, and that's going for $25.
Right
Yep. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So this is our Volume 1 here, going for $25, and working on Volume 2 now, which hoping to have done at the top of next year.
Nice. So you heard the guy. You heard Royce, man. Go pick up his comics, man. This is based on a true story, man. I'm excited to read the rest of them, man. I read not episode 1, but I read the first one, and it was amazing, man. I got to keep reading them more. So you heard him, man. Instagram, all social media at Biopunks. Follow him, man, and pick up a comic. And these nice pins as well. Get that in the camera right there. I'm going to get one after this.
And actually, that right there, that's a limited edition pin that we got. It actually glows in the dark, so it's super dope. And you get that if you back us on Patreon. So we're also on Patreon, I forgot to mention. So if you go on there, if you want to help support, help make this making this comic a little bit easier on me, definitely appreciate it. Patreon.com/biopunkscomic. And yeah.
All right, guys. Well, you heard it. Please go follow at Biopunks. Support Royce. This is a great comic, guys. And thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Bye.
Peace.